Hello dear students, good day. Today we are going to start our next topic set as finding the equation of line passing through two given points. Yesterday we have done the topic equation of line passing through a point and parallel to a given vector. Hope you remember the equation of that line. It was x minus x1 upon a is equals to y minus y1 upon b equals to z minus z1 upon c. This was the equation of line passing through a point and parallel to a given vector. So this we know very well. Now with the same concept I am trying to teach you the topic. We are taking 2 points A and B. Its coordinates are x1, y1 and z1. Its points are x2, y2 and z2. These are the points from which the equation of line passing. Now if I want to calculate the dr's of this line, then what has to be done? Dr's are represented with ABC and ABC value can be written as x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1. Y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1, z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. So this is the equation of line passing through 2 points. It is the Cartesian equation. But now I am solving it with the vector algebra. So this vector I am giving name as A vector. This will be B vector and a general point with the R vector x, y, z. A vector, R vector, B vector. Triangle of vector addition I am applying in triangle OPA. What I could write? OP vector can be written as OA vector plus AP vector as we have done in the previous topic. It is same whatever we have done for a point. Now OP vector can be written as R vector. OA vector can be written as OA vector, that is A vector, plus AP vector. About AP vector I cannot say because P is the general point. So I am not taking the general point. So AP can be written as, see over here, AP vector is equals to lambda times AB vector. I could write AP as lambda times AB. That is R vector is equals to A plus lambda. AB means B minus A. This will be the vector equation of the line which is passing through two given points and a general point we are taking as P. Now this I could write in this manner also. I am writing over here. R vector is equals to A. A can be written as x1 I plus y1 j plus z1 k plus lambda times B minus A, that is x2 minus x1 I plus y2 minus y1 j plus z2 minus z1 k. This will be the vector equation of line. This and this both are representing the vector equation of the line and this is the Cartesian equation of line. If you want to write from this Cartesian equation, then R could be written as xi plus yj plus zk. So with that also we can calculate. So this is the equation of line passing through two given points. It is important. Yes, better. Now we are solving a question. It is from NCERT, question number 9 on page number 478. we have to find the equation of line passing through two given points. Equation of line passing through two given points. So equation of line, we can find it in the Cartesian form as well as vector form. So first of all, vector form. R is equals to A plus lambda B minus A in the vector form. So A is, I am taking this as A. So it will be 3i minus 2j minus 5k plus lambda B minus A. 3 minus 3, 0i minus 2 minus 2, 0j, 6 minus 5, 11k. This is the vector equation of the line. Now we need to go for the Cartesian equation of the line. So for the Cartesian equation, it will become x minus x1 upon a. A is x2 minus x1, that is 0, equals to y minus y1, that is plus 2 upon y2 minus y1, that also becomes 0. Z minus z1, it is already negative, so minus minus plus 6 minus minus 5, that is 11. So we have got both the equations of the line. They may ask us 1 or 2, that depends as per the question. I have solved for both the conditions. Now next topic is angle between two lines. Angle between two lines is exactly deleted from the syllabus for the year 2020-2021, but in future as well as it is useful. So I have made one video for you, that is angle between two vectors. It is also same, angle between two lines or angle between two vectors will be same. So if you have got any confusion, any doubt, and it will be useful in the coming topics also, so you can refer to that video also. Yes, dear students, now we are going to do our next topic. It is the shortest distance or distance between two skew lines. We are calculating the shortest distance between two skew lines. Exactly when we are talking in the two-dimensional plane, in 2D plane, either two lines are parallel or intersecting. Either two lines are parallel or intersecting. On 2D plane, we cannot make any more type of lines. Either the lines will be parallel or intersecting. In 3 dimension also the lines could be parallel, intersecting, but here one more scenario is going to come, that is said as skew lines. The two lines which are neither parallel nor intersecting are said as skew lines. You can see these two lines, they will never meet each other, neither they are parallel nor intersecting. So such lines are said as skew lines. Such lines are said as skew lines. See, they cannot meet anyhow. So we are going to study the topic about these two lines. So we are supposing the first line is R is equals to A1 plus lambda B1. Another line R is equals to A2 plus lambda B2. These are the two different lines. I am writing them in the form of point and direction ratio also. So first line I have already written, second line I am writing in front of you. A2 can be written as the point. A2 is the point. So x2i plus y2j plus z2k plus mu times A2i plus B2j plus C2k. Try to see, this is the equation of line passing through a point and parallel to a given vector. Means dRs of the line are these. These are the dRs of the line. So this is the ultimate condition. Now the distance between two lines is, two skew lines is, we are calculating the distance between two lines is A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2. A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2. This itself is the situation. This itself is the situation for the coplanarity of two lines. If two lines lies on a plane, like we are making two different lines, first line, second line. If these two lines lies on a plane, then they are said as coplanar. So if the two lines are coplanar, then they cannot be skew lines. In that case, this will be equals to 0. A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2. If it is coming equals to 0, then it will be coplanar. But right now we are studying about the distance between two skew lines. So they are skew, they are three-dimensional lines. So it will be A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 upon B1 cross B2 mod. So with this we can calculate, overall is in mod because the distance between two lines will be always positive. If I want to calculate this with the Cartesian conditions, then D will be equals to A2 minus A1. A2 is this, A1 is this. So it will be x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. I have already taught you cross product means determinant calculation. So that determinant we are calculating. Now B1 cross B2 is here, otherwise comes IJK. Now B1 is A1 B1 C1. So A1 B1 C1 and B2 is A2 B2 C2 upon, once I am writing over here, B1 cross B2. B1 cross B2 calculation is I J K A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2. Now when we are calculating this, try to see what will be its value. I B1 C2 minus B2 C1 minus J A1 C2 minus A2 C1 plus A1 B2 minus A2 B1. This is B1 cross B2. We are calculating B1 cross B2 mod. So its magnitude will be under root B1 C2 minus B2 C1. B1 C2 minus B2 C1 to whole square plus A1 C2 minus A2 C1 to whole square plus last A1 B2 minus A2 B1 to whole square. So this will be the magnitude of B1 cross B2. So like this way we could calculate the distance between two skew lines. Now we need to take one question. Before that you must learn this identity.